Yeah. Hey. Racks on racks on racks. Yeah. How can I lax? Sick and I move. Yeah. Made my own bars. Still I don't lack. Yeah. Racks on racks. Racks on racks on racks. Yeah. How can I lax? Yeah. Sick and I move. Yeah. Made my own bars. Still I don't lack. I need racks on racks on. Stay in the east, but I move through the west. King of the talk, got that with your chest. I've been around in the
alongside. Chris Webber and Greg. Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. This is a pair of teams that have had more than their share of battles over the years. The Chicago Bulls are in New York to take on the Knicks. You look at the Bulls. They're coming off a tough road loss in Toronto. Pass to Butler. New York moving it around. Leonard on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits it from three-point range. Leonard's got the first points up on the board here for New York. 0. And Chris, these teams are both on their way up, certainly. Some of the best young talent in the NBA on the court in front of us tonight.
Yeah, Kevin. A lot of room to grow for these young players. You got to love watching young players improve and develop their game.
Levine can't hit. And so Green will bring it up for the Knicks. It's a three-point game. Leonard with no one around. Misses the three. Up top, Gobert. Back to Barton. The three ball. Levine wide open. The three-pointer is right on target.
Solid at realizing when to take these shots. Levine's eyes light up. His passes are coming his way.
Pass to Butler. Outside Leonard. Another miss by Leonard.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever be giving him.
Back to Barton. From the arc. And the Bulls, another three.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
Right side Hill. And the wide open shot from Green. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Now here's Green, following the missed shot by Will Barton. Outside Leonard. Outside Green. Outside Leonard. Lets it go from deep. And it's Green missing.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
All with it. The three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Always encouraging to see Wall hit from distance. I mean, it helps set up the rest of his offense.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Pass to Butler. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is, and so they will award the basket there.
And that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Outside Millsap. Al Levine. Back to Millsap. Top of the key. Levine can't hit. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for New York. Trailing by 2.
And when Zach Levine gets hot, C-Web, he gets scorching hot. Can completely take over a game.
Oh, GA, you know it. And last year, Levine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by the Splash brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when Levine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable.
Now Leonard. Following the miss by Paul Millsap from deep. At the elbow, it's Robinson. The shot by Butler, nobody around. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Wall. Here's Gobert. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Butler. Green. Knocks down the 10-footer.
And off to a strong start offensively. Lucky's got a nice touch.
Has to Gobert. Levine up top. From deep. Robinson pulls it in.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Now here's Butler. It's stolen by Gobert. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Kick out to Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You have to appreciate the value of an acrobatic showman like Levine. His antics will keep your squad and the crowd pumped up.
And so he hits both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Hill. New York moving it around. Right side Green. All sorts of time. No good on that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Now here's Wall. Here's Levine. He's covered by Leonard. Wall with it. 4 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
Now here's White. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Inside. And it's good for 2.
With a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
Pass to Leonard. Outside for Robinson. Back to Leonard. Poked loose.
Chicago foul.
And Terrence Davis gets the whistle that time. And that is his first foul of the game. Outside Leonard. A three-pointer off the mark.
When the defense forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
To the inside. Nice shot by Gobert. Gobert's got his second basket of the game.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Bulls ball.
Here's White. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Gobert. Now Davis. Takes a 3. Robinson pulls it in. Knicks trailed by 8. Leonard on the wing. To end the cold streak. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
Pass to Gobert. Here's Levine. Shot clock at 6. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pulls up. High post. Butler, no good.
That's high-quality defense right there. Reading the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
White. Here's Gobert. Can't hit from in close. New York trailing. Pass to Washington. Here's Butler. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Plays with aggression when driving the lane. Butler won't let anyone get in his way.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Levine with it. Beyond the arc. And he's good on the 3-ball. 3. Levine's got 10 points.
He's pulling out all the tricks this quarter. They can't figure out how to stop him.
Pass to Robinson. Now Butler. Gobert pulls it in.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Teams changing it up here. And so it's New York with it. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Barrett. Outside Butler. New York moving it around. He was all alone on that one.
Oh, look, if you're open, Butler will find you. His court awareness, very impressive.
Barton outside. A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by New York.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Butler. Here's Hero. Another shot. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on John Wall.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Chicago leading by 5. .115 left in the first quarter. Back to Wall. There's the three. And the three ball is good. Wall's got 6.
Look, you gotta admire the quick trigger of Wall. Once he has the ball, he's straight up looking to shoot.
Here's Barrett. Second shot opportunity. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Knicks have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Born in Toronto, Barrett joins a talented group of Canadians who have entered the NBA ranks.
Now here's Barton. Pass to Carter. From downtown, Barton no luck. Knicks trail by 7. Here's Hero. Barton defending. High post shot. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Knicks loses 7 points in the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Outside White. Over to the left wing. Shot's good by Watanabe.
Assist from
5 seconds left in the first. Here's Hero. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's...
I ain't got no credit, but I got the cash.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
They're just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
Wall draws the double. Carter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
first personal foul.
The physicality Carter Jr. plays with, it's impressive. It's what makes defenders overcommit like this. And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
A shot by Burks. Nobody around.
Man, sometimes it feels like Barrett wants it more than anyone else on the floor.
Wall looking it over. Martin inside the line. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Martin's got 5.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Now here's Wall. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Misses from close range.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or live because of it. Just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. Now here's White. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's White on the wing. That shot, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to Orlando, and they'll take on the Magic. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Now here's White. Pass to Watanabe. And Levine, here we go. Great D that time from Leonard.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Takes it off the glass. Leonard's got 10 points.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now here's Levine. Really left alone that time. Carter's got 4 points in the quarter.
And I like the decision making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
Shots good by Hero.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Now here's White. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Davis can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
An aggressive defender, Carter Jr. also excels at using his physical advantages to turn shots back.
It's White on the wing. Pass to Carter. The 10-footer. Nice jump shot. Good. Carter's got his second basket of the night.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Leonard with the ball. And it's Carter picking him up. Some nice passing by New York here. Just 5 on the clock. Burks on the wing. From deep. No good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Outside, White. And it's Chicago scoring again.
And when he breaks out the crossover, you can be sure he's going to leave somebody in his wake.
Knicks trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
39.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And a new group in for the Knicks. Butler feeling out a bit. Takes a shot at the elbow. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
The nice IQ Butler has. I mean, he takes his time and does a nice job reading the defense.
Here's Wall.
John Wall.
The shot's good. Wall's got 8 points.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And the basket by Hill.
6 down.
Always looking for the high percentage bucket. Hill got that one right to the
outside Wall. Millsap has the open look. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 5.
Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Good on the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, these days, so much emphasis on the perimeter game, but you can see why after that sequence.
That's his first personal.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Back to Wall. Pass to Gobert. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
You can't give Wall a clear passing lane, especially in the pick and roll. He's too fast.
Now here is Hill. He has 5. Outside Green. It's back to Hill. Burks looking around. 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Robinson.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Now here's Wall. 8 points for him. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Now Butler. It's Robinson, top of the key. Deep 2 from Hill. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
46.
Hill's got it all tied up now for New York. And here's Wall. Pass to Millsap. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
New York calls timeout. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Let me hear your Knicks City dancers.
Here's Wall. 8 points for him. Barton outside. Drops in the tray. Barton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Here's Leonard. That one a tad off line to the right, but drops in for him.
With the run he's on in the second quarter, I mean, his field goal percentage is tremendous right now.
Here's Barton. Outside, Wall. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. That's off. It's his 4th miss in 7 tries. New York trailing. Leonard on the wing. Back to Robinson. It's Hill on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Open shot, Butler. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Has to go Gobert. Here's Harrison. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for New York. They trail by 1. Here's Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Butler doesn't fear anyone. I mean, he's relentless in how he attacks.
Taking 2.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Now here's Levine. He's got 10. Banked in off the glass. Levine's got 12.
And shots like this one, it gets Levine going. I mean, he loves showing off that big boy muscle on these contact finishes.
Here's Butler. He's got 8. From outside the arc, Gobert pulls it in. A tight game here in New York. All with it. 8 points for him. On the wing, Levine launches it. It's rebounded by New York.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
These type of buckets fuel Butler. He welcomed the challenge of outworking defense.
Here's Wall. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Now here's Barton. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Back to Barton. Some solid defense from Robinson. Now Hill. He's got 7. Outside, Green. Leonard draws the double. To the middle. Robinson. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Now it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
And some serious ingenuity from Leonard there. He sees the opening and then just makes the right read.
Now here's Wall. They grab their own miss. Robinson with the block. And so they foul intentionally. The Knicks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The first free throw is good.
Shooting for New York.
And guys, I love George Hill's game. He's a smart defender who can score the ball, pass. He's a winner.
Both free throws good from Hill.
And a great job from the line this quarter. They've gotten their percentage way up there.
Now here's Wall. He's got 8. Wants to get it to Barton and does. Excellent D that time from Robinson. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Stolen by Levine. And here we go. And here's Wall outside. Rebound by Butler. Here's Leonard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Knicks. They finish off the second quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Millsap. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Just 5 to shoot. Barton outside. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Outside Leonard. Leonard draws the double. And here is Hill. 6 to shoot. Gobert with the block. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Just 2 to shoot. Hill, no good.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Wall, no luck. The Knicks lead by 5. Down low. And it's Green with the jam.
He doesn't know the meaning of a soft finish. Draymond's always going to throw it down hard.
And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
And so Levine nails both of them. And so Hill bring it up for the Knicks. Leading by 5. From deep. No good that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
It's still early, but a 1-for-4 start to the half, that's a bad sign if you ask me. They've got a can't-miss play. Now's the time to break the glass and pull it out.
That's his first personal.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
The #1 overall pick in 2010, I mean, Wall became a bona fide star. He plays with an edge and energy.
Outside, Green. Outside, Robinson. Stolen by Levine. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. The kick out to Barton. And a miss there on the triple. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Hill. He's got 9. Back to Butler. Good. And it's Green picking up the assist. That's 12 points for Jimmy Butler.
60. He's so focused. Jimmy Butler does not let the defender get into his head. That's a sign of an elite scorer.
Pass to Millsap. And here's Barton. Back to Millsap. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the bucket. Millsap's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Give credit to Millsap. As the game has changed for a power forward, so has he, developing a good jump shot from beyond.
That's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Wall, no luck.
Knowing the kind of competitor he is, I know he's upset with his performance and with the score.
Outside Butler. Over to Wall. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Butler's got 14 points.
Stepping inside the three-point line, Butler showing he can score from the mid-range.
And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the 3rd now. Levine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his 2nd personal foul.
The athleticism of Levine, it makes him a hard guy to cover. I mean, he loves getting the contact.
The Knicks leading by 4. Pass to Leonard. Butler on the wing. They kick it out to Green. Fires from deep. Goes back up. Some nice passing by New York here. Clock at 6. Here's Butler. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Our next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
And he knows it, too. He tried to get away with it. Sometimes you do. That time he did.
Robinson, that's good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Levine. The three. Offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Now here's Leonard. He's got 15. And Green gets it to go.
They couldn't ask for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Pass to Barton. Takes the three. Robinson pulls it in. The Knicks leading by 6. Green with the ball. Millsap covering. Leonard with the ball. And Levine with the block.
And when you have a vertical like Levine's, you're always a threat to get your hand on the ball when you contest.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
John Wall. 2 shots.
Good on both. New York with the ball. At the elbow, Green. Pass to Leonard. Back to Green. Now here's Butler. That shot off the mark. Wall with some nice defense. Here's Barton. Butler with the steal. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
As soon as Levine hits a few of these, you know he's feeling it. Just keep getting him the rock.
Outside for Robinson. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And that's a possession wasted.
Chicago calls timeout. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
Bulls trail by 4. Davis with it. No points in the game yet for him. It's tipped. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Now here's Butler. He's got 16. Pass to Washington. They get it back. Shots good by Butler. Butler's got 18 points in the game.
And then they continue to control the glass.
And here's Carter. Here's Watanabe. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
For 3.
Watanabe's got his second basket.
Oh, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
Works for three. Sinks the triple.
3 points.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about the great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Can't cash in from the high post. Here's Hero. 11 points in the game. Shoots from the elbow. And it's Washington missing.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
Pass to Davis. Here's the three. It's rebounded by New York. Now Burks. Here's Hero. The shot comes out, and Chicago will go the other way with the ball. And here's White. Pass to Carter. Out to White. Puts up a three. And it's Noel with the rebound. New York leading by 6. Here's Hero. Outside Butler. Shoots over White. Butler getting it done. What a move that time. Butler's got 20.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting started.
White wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Washington. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 8-point game. Greg, maybe not the tallest big in the league, but Washington's reach is the great equalizer.
Stands only 6'7", but that 7'2" wingspan, it allows him to play big, snatch rebounds in traffic, and make contested shots in the paint. I think the young fella's got a bright future.
And here are the Knicks now. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. And that one, good.
But you can't let Washington get comfortable. The off the feed, PJ is a better shooter.
Now here's White. Pass to Davis. Carter up top. Shot to stop the run. And it's Davis missing. New York leading by 10. Here's Hero. 11 points in the game. Back to Washington. New York moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Burks. And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Bounce pass Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
He gets it in there.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Here's Watanabe. He has 5. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. Five to shoot. Back to White. It's blocked.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Alec Burks, 3 points.
Such a wide open look.
Knicks lead.
Burks has got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks. Here's White. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
Talking about money and problems.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened.
You thought that you could subtract all your sadness. When all your pockets the fullness.
The Knicks leading by 13. Barrett with the ball. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his first.
It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Shooting for New York.
And have to admire how hard Barrett goes. This kind of assertiveness is what makes defenders feel uneasy.
Chicago.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back, guys."
You know, Greg, you asked Barrett. He said he felt better prepared for the glare of the New York media after his one season at Duke because, you know, playing there is in the national limelight. You're on a star-studded team.
Yeah, I mean, playing with Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, the Knicks could use a little more star talent, though, if they're going to turn the corner.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Barrett's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Alert play on the part of Washington. He's a much stronger player when he shows the type of awareness and unselfishness.
Over to the wing. Pass to Harrison. Back to Wall. And here's Levine. Barrett covering. Shot clock at 3. And Levine, here we go.
He's excellent at slashing to the bucket. When Levine attacks like this, he forces the D's hand.
And he makes both free throws. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hero. Kept alive. Here's Washington. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
Well, at the arc, Washington can be so dangerous. Focuses his shot and just drills.
Levine inside the three-point line. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. New York leading by 15. Now, here's Barrett. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And slam dunk by Noel.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. No good on the triple.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connected.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Both teams will make substitutions. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. 17-point lead, their biggest. Pass to Washington. Fader on the way. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Now here's Wall. Back to Gobert. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Levine can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
A three from Leonard. And again, New York with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Millsap. Outside Wall. And the jumper falls for him.
John Wall. I love seeing Wall shoot from this side of the floor. He measures it up perfect.
New York leading by 20. Leonard on the wing. Back to Carter. Pass to Noel. Barrett for three. The shot misses. And the Bulls going the other way now. Levine looking around. Fires for three. Made that one. It's his 7th of the contest. 7 for 15 from the floor.
I mean, logs his first 3 of the second half after nailing 2 in the first. They don't want to let this fella get going.
Pass to Noel. Washington inside. And the shot goes in. Washington's got 5 points in the quarter.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Did you see how hard ball went inside? He welcomes the contact on every play.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
New York leading by 17. Outside Leonard. Robinson. And it's Robinson with the jam. And here are the Bulls now. Outside Wall. Has to go Bear. Here is Wall. Shot clock at 6. The 11-footer. Carter pulls it in. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Now, here's Washington. For three. That one doesn't drop. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. To the paint. And that one's good. Millsap.
I love that pass. Wall is a classic point guard who makes everyone around him better. When he's missed time, his teams have always suffered.
Now, here's Washington. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Washington's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for New York. Pass to Wall. Outside Levine. At the top of the key, Millsap. Just 5 on the clock. From the line. For three, Levine. They get the rebound. Good on the shot.
Toughness and energy on the boards. An easy putback to show forward.
Pass to Barrett. Shoots the three. And again, New York with the triple.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
Stolen by Robinson. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intention.
And here's Wall outside. Knicks with the rebound.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Leonard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 22.
And the fact that Leonard can pour it in like tonight, and in addition to his defense, is really why he's one of the best two-way players we've ever seen.
Now Carter. following Will Barton's three-point attempt. Pass to Leonard. The high post shot. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
Give it up.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Chris, today's coaches have a different way to get through to their players compared to some coaches of the past.
Well, yeah, I think, this culture is different. Guys don't want to be yelled at when they're giving their all. They want to try to find a solution instead of getting emotional about it. So I think, yeah, the emotional aspect at some point has been alleviated. And I think guys want to enjoy going to work every day and having a boss that they can discuss and figure it out with. I don't think the NBA is any different.
Now Davis. Top of the key, Harrison. To the inside. A shot by Knight, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
To end the run. No good, shot missing. Some solid defense from Robinson. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for New York. Pass to Hero. Count it.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
The three from Davis. It doesn't go for him. And New York will come the other way. And here's Barrett. And Carter has it in the corner. Back to Barrett. Knight with it. Here is Davis. Out to the wing. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a tough one, isn't it?
For the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
So it's Chicago now, after R.J. Barrett's bucket. Here's Tate. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
Yeah, it's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Now here's Davis. Lets the three fly. Robinson pulls it in.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
Pass to Carter. Some nice passing by New York here. A shot. That shot is off. Now Chicago takes it the other way.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here.
or the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Leonard.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Back tonight, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And so here is New York. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Hero. Shoots it. And Barrett gets it to go.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Got a piece of it. And they're able to recover. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. The three from Davis. No good there. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense.
Hold my control my breathing. I just this evening. It's about 11:30. See the on the ceiling. Need a fee to leave the dwelling. 20K or I'm not leaving. They want me on 2 a.m. They better get the time to left. The wifey says I made you chilly. Go reheat it. I just pulled that face you pull when you feel lazy and defeated. I was like, I beg you do it. Talk is on a brand new season. Plus I hurt my foot on stage. I couldn't make it to the freezer. Not only that, you know that I rap. I pay for this flat. Go give me a snack. She give me said don't be a we giggle and that. I stay where I'm sat. She get up and does it like, is this what love is? I know that I'm rubbish. I secretly love it. She bring me a pasta every on. I'm glagging. I stick on your rock and you won't find me clubbing. Cause I'm at the summit. I did it. I done it. You jealous? I run it. I come with your drummers and do something. I'm running and